Debt is not just numbers. It's not just interest rates. It's not just money. Debt is emotional. Debt is mental. Debt is dangerous. And the most dangerous part is this. Most people don't even realize what debt is doing to them until it's too late. Let me ask you something simple. Have you ever checked your phone first thing in the morning? Not for messages, not for news, but for your bank balance. That tight feeling in your chest. That's not a money problem. That's an emotional debt problem. We were taught that debt is normal. Credit cards are normal. Installments are normal. Living paycheck to paycheck is normal. But anxiety is not normal. Stress is not normal. Fear is not normal. We just normalize danger. Debt slowly rewires how you think, how you feel, and how you live. It doesn't shout. It whispers. At first, debt feels harmless. A small loan, a swipe of a card, a promise to pay it off later. But debt never stays small. Debt grows quietly while you sleep, and emotionally, it grows even faster. Debt changes your behavior. You stop taking risks, you stop thinking long-term, you stop dreaming big. Not because you're lazy, not because you're weak, because debt puts you in survival mode. When you're in debt, your brain isn't thinking about growth, it's thinking about danger. How do I survive this month? What if something goes wrong? What if I lose my job? What if I can't pay? Debt turns every decision into fear math. You stay in jobs you hate because debt owns your time. You tolerate disrespect because debt controls your options. You delay freedom because debt demands obedience. Debt doesn't just take your money, it takes your courage. And here's the part nobody tells you. Debt creates emotional blindness. When you're deep in debt, you start making worse decisions to escape it. You gamble, you chase shortcuts, you fall for scams, you overwork, you burn out. Debt creates desperation. And desperation is dangerous. People think poverty causes bad decisions. In reality, debt pressure causes bad decisions. Your mind becomes noisy. Sleep becomes lighter. Food loses its taste. Small problems feel massive. That's the emotional tax of debt. And it compounds faster than any interest rate. Debt also destroys relationships. Money arguments are rarely about money. They're about fear, control, shame. Debt creates silence between partners. Debt creates guilt between parents and children. Debt creates comparison and envy. You smile on the outside, but you're panicking on the inside. And because everyone else is also drowning in debt, nobody talks about it honestly. We pretend everything is fine. Debt thrives in secrecy. You can manage debt if you're disciplined. Debt is not a discipline problem. Debt is an environment problem. The system is designed to make debt feel easy and freedom feel slow. Swipe now, pay later. Upgrade today, worry tomorrow. Debt sells comfort up front and delivers danger later. And the emotional bill always arrives. The most dangerous debt is not the biggest loan. Peace is expensive when you're in debt. Freedom feels impossible. Time feels rented. Debt makes your future feel smaller. And you start asking, what can I afford to lose? That's not living. That's surviving. And here's the turning point most people miss. Getting out of debt is not a financial decision first. It's an emotional decision. You don't escape debt just by earning more. You escape debt when you decide that peace is more important than appearances. When you choose boring over impressive, when you choose progress over pride. Debt hates patience. Debt hates boring. Debt hates discipline over time. That's why the system pushes speed. The moment you reduce your debt, something powerful happens. Your mind gets quieter. Your sleep gets deeper. Your decisions get clearer. You stop reacting and you start planning. You stop panicking and you start building. And here's the truth. Nobody profits from telling you. A debt-free person with an average income is emotionally stronger than a high earner drowning in debt. Because freedom multiplies confidence, and confidence creates opportunity. Debt changes your future to past decisions. Freedom lets you rewrite the story. This isn't about never using money tools. This is about understanding the emotional danger of living leveraged. Debt should serve you. The moment you start serving debt, the balance is broken. So ask yourself this, is your debt helping you grow, or is it helping you cope? Is it building your future, or is it stealing your peace? Because the real cost of debt isn't the interest, it's the life you delay. And the most dangerous part? Debt convinces you that this is just how life is. It's not. You don't need more motivation. You need less emotional pressure. And that starts by respecting how dangerous debt really is. Not financially, emotionally. If this made you uncomfortable, that's a good sign. Awareness is the first crack in the chain. Because once you see debt for what it really is, you stop calling it normal. And that's where freedom begins. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more.